So as we all know, Roblox Pressure is a game about opening doors, avoiding hostile entities, and progressing through various rooms. And today, I'll go over all the rare/secret rooms I've encountered while playing this amazing game, and also share the rarity of the rooms. Starting off strong, we have the Mindscape room, aka J123, which appears to be some sort of astral plane dimension beyond our own world. And I think it does have something to do with this Mindscape entity guy, if you know what I mean. And the room looks pretty cool. I really like the floating gears and everything around it. And apparently, this room has no confirmed rarity chance, but if I had to assume, it's definitely in that extremely rare tier. And fun fact, apparently this room has a document in it that you were supposed to pick up, but I didn't pick it up, so hopefully I'm able to encounter this room again. Let's move on to the next rare room, which is the Identity Fraud room, aka the Stan hallway. Of course, this room is inspired by the game Identity Fraud, and you can tell by the build style, the lights, and also this entity here, and that guy's called Stan. And the funny thing is, the moment you touch this guy, you're dead. And I think this room is very cool. It reminds me of the good old days playing Identity Fraud years ago. If I have to be honest, I can't really find the chance of getting this room, or like the percentage of getting this thing, but all I can say, this room is probably extremely rare tier. Ah yes, rooms, the game that started it all. Without this game, Pressure would probably not even exist, and this room is literally inspired by Rooms by Nico Rocks. And just a random fact to put out there, I actually played Rooms before Doors even came out, so just seeing this room in Roblox Pressure fills my heart with joy. And as for the rarity, I think this room is very rare to come across, but it's not extremely rare. So another room I encountered was this red carpet/red floor room. It appears that this is some sort of room with some red carpet in it, but I have to assume it's probably some office area. I don't really know the reference/inspiration of this room. But for my research, this room is actually pretty rare to come across, and apologies for not knowing the rarity percentages of getting these rooms. I can't find any confirmed sources about it online. Matter of fact, from now on, I'll just say the rooms are very rare, or uncommon to come across. But moving on, we have the Cave Forest, which features these scary corpse trees, and by going through this area, felt very unsettling. And the references from this room are from Roblox Haunted Mansion and Ultra Kill. And as for the room's rarity, I would say it's just rare to encounter. And moving on, we have the My Wife room, aka Z1223. Or is it Z1223? I don't know. And this room is a reference to the game, Thrill Stapler. Honestly, this room just creeps me out. Like, this person's just exposed out there, I don't know, bro. And for the room's rarity, I would say the room is just rare. So the next room we have encountered is this Valkula Void Mass. And this room is some sort of gigantic mass of nothingness, which probably has something to do with those void masses in those lockers, you know what I mean? And the funny thing is, I've actually encountered this room many times. I don't even think it's that rare. I would just consider this room uncommon to come across, but I think it's actually rare. So our next room is called the Special Tree room, and from the looks of it, this tree appears very lonely to me. It's kind of sad. And the reference for this room is actually from this Monument Mythos YouTube series. And as for the room's rarity, I came across it a decent amount of times. Now that this room is uncommon, but I feel like it's actually considered rare. And just halfway into the video, if I spread any misinformation about these rooms being rare, even though they aren't, please let me know down below in the comments. So our next room is called the Ocean of Blood hallway, which of course is inspired by Iron Lung, the game. And from the looks of it, you have this huge skeletal creature here, alongside some other stuff. About to be honest, I barely see this room, but I would say it's just rare to encounter. And another rare room I got is this Red River room here. Apparently, this room is called Whispering Pits, according to the fandom wiki. And it's literally one of your typical pressure rooms, but the waters are glowing red, which I think looks pretty sick. I want more rooms like this. And as for the rarity, I would say it's uncommon to come across. Next up, we have the Meat rooms, which looks very freaky since everything is like really fleshy, if you know what I mean. I mean, the first time I saw this room, it reminded me of some sort of SCP-610 or SCP-002, but according to the Urban Shade wiki, it's actually inspired by Ultra Kill, and the rarity for this room is just considered rare. But let's move on to the Theorist room, and for the inspiration, it's literally the Game Theory/MatPat room, and as for the rarity of this room, I'd say it's uncommon to come across it, and it looks like there is a Necrobloxicon reference on this board. And speaking about the Necrobloxicon, we have the Gambling room, where you can potentially gamble your money in hopes of getting a Necrobloxicon. Or maybe get scammed, I don't know. I believe this room is rare to come across, and another positive thing about this room is the possibility of getting the party special drink. And speaking about the party special drink, I've also encountered the cabin room, and apparently this room is also rare to come across. Of course, you can buy the party special for around $1,250, and also obtain that special artifice achievement. Pretty cool room if you ask me. Now let's move on to the side lounge room, and it's pretty much a Friday Night Funkin' reference. And this room features a noob and also a boombox playing music, which is called the Crossing My Road song. For copyright reasons, I can't really play this song, but it's pretty funky and wholesome if you see it. And as for its rarity, I'd say it's uncommon to come across. And now, we have this room over here, which is some sort of bedsheet ghost looking thing, which is apparently called the Bloody Chair. And I don't know about this room, but it just creeps me out. Like some random ass guy just sitting in the middle, looking like he's about to jump at you or something like that. Like bro, get away from me. And as for the room's rarity, I'd say this room is uncommon to come across. Moving on to the unfinished room, that features some instructions that were never completed. The first time I saw this encounter, I thought it was pretty funny. It's such a random thing to see in this game. And as for the rarity of the room, I would say it's also uncommon to come across. Now let's move on to the SCP-173 Containment Room, which is of course inspired by SCP Containment Breach, and this features an SCP-173 peeking out this gate right over here. And just make sure you don't blink when you see this guy. I think this room isn't too rare, I would say it's also uncommon to come across. And in these other rooms I encountered, it's pretty much a trippy spiral/twisting room, which I think looks pretty cool, and I believe this room is pretty common to get. And also this huge red pipe looking room thingy here, I don't really know the name of this room. It actually looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie, but I also think it's pretty common to get. But then we have this room over here, which is called the Silent Hill PT Never Ending Hallway. And I think it's some sort of room with some stuff, like it's supposed to be never ending I guess, and I would think that's uncommon to come across. Now we move on to something a little bit freaky. We have the spider caves. If you guys aren't aware, these cave spiders lurk in the dark here, which at the moment, they're actually completely harmless. But the thing that creeps me out are just the noises in the area. And although this room is considered very rare, I would honestly just put it in the uncommon tier, because I came across this room so many times. Now let's talk about some doors, starting off with the giant Seek Eye room, which is obviously a reference to Seek. I think this room is pretty uncommon to come across, but something that is rare is actually this flush closet right here, and I think that looks pretty cool. And something that is not a room, but a cool Easter egg is this Doors from Doors, aka the padlock door, and also this crucifix that I found. And that's pretty much it. Those were some of the rare rooms I encountered so far. Now of course there were some rooms that I didn't include, either I haven't encountered them, I couldn't find the footage, or maybe they were too common to like put in, if you know what I mean. And let me know down below what rooms you've encountered that were rare. And before the video ends, I just want to give a huge shout out and a huge thanks to all my YouTube channel members. I love y'all a lot. And thank you for your generosity, and I hope you enjoy your funny cat emotes. So if you enjoyed, please like. If you guys didn't, please dislike. And yeah, I'll see you at next video.